Okay, we're going to start again here. My name's Lori. I'm with the Goodbye Good Girl Project, and uh, just tried to start a live, but I wasn't at all sure y'all could hear me, so I just decided to start over. I'm Lori with the Goodbye Good Girl Project. Welcome. This is where we question all the rules. This is where we break free from the inside out. That's what we do. You cannot follow the rules and get to freedom. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that the craziest thing you ever freaking heard? Oh my God. So we go into spirituality, we go into, into workshops, which are great, but then we go, I'm going to follow those rules and then I'll be free. Never realizing that the freedom is when we go, I'm going to not follow those rules. I'm going to take the essence of those rules and then I'm going to move forward and I'm going to see how to make it. We have the power. We have it. We just get really effed up. We get really messed up about, oh my God, I have to do that. Like, we freak out. We're like, I don't know how to do that. That's the point. You have to do what you don't know how to do. Wait a minute. Isn't that blasphemy? Doing what I don't know how to do? Yep. Please blaspheme in this behavioral way. Please, for the love of you, please go against the rules and be who you are. Because you are so unique. Like, you are the only one of you. There's only one you. There's no way for people to actually be like you are, with your particular quirks and your particular sense of weird timing and your freakazoidness, right? You have got to come to the party as you. The famous phrase that goes, be yourself, everybody else is already taken. This is Live at 5 with Lori, and I'm Lori, and I'm with the Goodbye Good Girl Project. And I did a reading for the collective. And so I want to go back and do that again. I had to start over because I didn't know if y'all could hear my sound. Hello, Crystal. How are you, babe? So here's what we're doing as a collective these days. Okay, and this is really good news. This reading is really, really good news. Okay, so good evening, Paragon. How are you, darling? And Tanya, hello. Thank you, honey. And Mimi is here. Hi, Mimi. And Livla, I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I am. Please forgive me. Hi, Marsha. Hi, Rebecca. Here's what we're doing as a collective these days, and it's very, very, very good news. Very, very good news. We have decided, wands are about you. How are you? How do you express you? How do you be you? And all that kinds of stuff. And the 3 is right after we've realized there's a choice. In the cards, there's always somebody with 2 swords. Well, in the traditional tarot deck. So somebody with 2 swords, they're trying to make a decision. Who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? 3 means you've understood that you have to get moving. So as a collective, what's happening in this world right now is that we are trending. We understand that concept. We are trending. Hey, Boricua. So glad you're back. Nice to see you. Marcia K, hi. We are realizing that the way back doesn't exist. We're not going to be able to go back to where we were. We're not going to be able to go back to sleep. Now, I used to not understand that in terms of, what do you mean we're not going to be able to go back to sleep? I haven't been asleep in a long time. Oh, yeah, I was. Really, really, really waking up is like a whole journey. It's a whole trajectory. And like you're a little bit awake, and then you're a lot awake, and then you're a little more awake, and then you're even some more awake. I mean, it never ends. The journey never ends. What's the card name? It is the 3 of Wands, my friend. The 3 of Wands. Here, hold on. Okay. So this is what we're doing. We're going, okay, I really wanted to go back to where we were, but apparently I can't. I'm not happy about it. The 5 of Cups is, 5s are struggle. 5s are walking into something new. Hi, Random. Hi, Rose. Hi, Goddess. And Goldfinger, hello. So, Michelle, hello. We are not happy about the fact that we realize we cannot go back. We have to move forward. And what does that mean? I mean, what does it mean we have to move forward? See, when everything changes around you, you have to change your behaviors to survive. And I know this really well because I unexpectedly, to say the least, went into homelessness in my 50s. And the horror of that was intense. And I had to change the ways I did things, the reasons I did things. Hey, Dusty Puppy, good to see you, babe. But this is what we're doing. We have realized, more of us than not have realized we've got to move forward. We've got to be on a move looking for who we're going to be. Thanks, Dusty. Six of Cups, this last card for us. This says, we've got each other. Don't let your freakouts convince you that there's nothing but tough stuff. It's not true. We've got each other. We've got each other. Now, we may have to reach out and connect with each other. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to invite all of you to what's called a My People party. And honestly, I don't know what the hell I'm doing right at this very moment because I didn't even know I was going to offer you this. But we're going to do this. Now, I don't even have a page set up for it. Like, I have nothing set up for it. So what you're going to do, if you want to come to a party where we're going to do tarot, would that be good, or you want to do something else? We're going to do tarot, and we're going to look at how do we take our power back. What if I was not a problem to fix, but what if I was just amazing? Hello, Abigail, darling. I want to invite you tomorrow night. Wow, what am I doing? I am doing this so off the cuff. Excellent. Excellent. So what I will try to do while I'm talking to you is I will try to give you the dang link. I'll try to give you like a Zoom link, if I can do that at the same time. And then we'll just come together and I will set up a loose structure for us to do readings and talk about them and just have a good time and get to know each other a little bit and make this a real community. What do you say? I think it sounds really cool. Thank you, Abigail. I think it sounds awesome too. Okay, cool. I love it. Now, can I do two things at once? Can I talk to you guys while I create a Zoom link? This is the magic of insanity. I'm just going to call it insanity. What the hell? Let's do this. Yes, thank you. 100%. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys today about one of these aspects of what I call the patriarchal loops. The patriarchal loops are those shoulds and shouldn'ts, not only in your head, not only that you're aware of, but that you're not aware of, that keep you stuck, that keep you feeling like, well, I already know that, which is a really interesting hook because your brain is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the problem is it's not very predictive. Your brain gives you everything that you could think of, but it's really your emotions, it's your feminine that gives you. Hi, Teresa. Lubna, thank you, baby. Thank you, honey. Yes, please hit the hearts and also share this out for me. I love you. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh, I'm distracted because I'm trying to make us a Zoom link for tomorrow night at, let's see, what time? Let's say 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let me schedule this, and then I can give you the link, and boy, is that off the cuff. Don't you love it? Okay, I'm going to call it my People Tarot Party. How about that? And we're going to start it at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to go for an hour. And we're going to do that on the 14th. No, not the 21st, the 14th. Yeah, it's going to be tarot. You can ask questions. We can talk about stuff. It's going to be a gas. It's going to be an absolute gas. This is cool. I like this a lot. Okay, cool. Now, here comes the Zoom link. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, Paragon, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Here is the Zoom link, and this is on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a My People party for tarot and community. How about that? That's cool. I like it. Oh, that is so cool. Save that freaking link, okay? I got nowhere for you to sign up. You show up or you don't. If you don't show up, I just do tarot for me. That's fine. But I want to teach you guys something about tarot as well as just answering questions. I want to teach you how to use tarot for your own support, for your own understanding how you can. Oh, do you? Ah, shoot. Okay, I understand. I get it. Yeah. Well, I'm going with just do this, whatever. Just do it. So if I have to change it to another time for the next one, thank you. You're so sweet, Abigail. So if you are, okay, somebody asked me a question. I'm going to pull a card on it, okay? The link is above. Put it in again. It's in the chat. Whoops. There we go. Okay. There it is. Somebody asked me a question, so I can pull a card for you, and I can talk to you about how you use this tarot card for your betterment. How you can use, this is just a little like taste of what we're going to do tomorrow night at the My People party, and invite your friends. We're just going to have fun. We're going to come together. We're just going to meet and talk and have a good time and solve our problems, because we're going to find out we got no problems in the end result. Moonlight's here. Hello. Moonlight, I'm having an impromptu My People party tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm inviting everybody to show up. Everybody show up at this link. Put it on your calendar. God, this is too heavy. It's too hot. It may look cute, but sheesh, it's hot. So never mind. Okie dokie. Oh, thanks for the follow, Tuscaloosa. All right, well, I'll show you for myself. This is what I'm talking about. When you do a reading for yourself, you go, I need to know. I know. How does it always get to be Monday again? When you go, what do I need to know? Now, a lot of people, when looking at tarot cards, think, well, I have to find the answer in the book, and that is a good thing to do. You can go look at it gives you the general tenor of what the card is sort of about. But if you take a minute and you first look at the card and you go, what does that make me think of? What does this make me think of? I'll get yours in a second, Lubna. Is it Lubna or Lubna? I don't know. So now this card is an easy one, because this card is sheer happiness. This is like one of the best cards in the deck, the Ten of Cups. It's love and Lubna. I hope that was the right one. This is happiness. So if you're doing a reading for yourself and you're like, what do I need to know? Right? Okay, thank you, Lubna. And this card comes out and it says full happiness. Well, what if you don't feel so happy? And you're like, well, what the hell, man? That doesn't help me. A couple things you can do. First of all, it might be a message. Think of it as this is a message to you about your real source code, your real existence, who you really are. Hi, Dana. Here, you are actually this kind of happiness. You are happiness waiting to happen. That is a good thing. Now, if that does not suffice, you can pull another card. You can say, you know what? I need to know what the heck this is talking about. Pull another card. Oh, the Knight of Swords. So you look that up and you see that knights are about forward movement, and the Knight of Swords is about thought. It's about rapidity. Look how fast that guy's moving, right? You're going, you're going, you're going, right? And so how would that connect with happiness and winning and all the good things? You can see it as reassurance. You can see it as, oh, maybe it's telling me I'm happiness waiting to happen. Therefore, don't be afraid to move forward. You can look at it that way, right? The point of this, though, is you want to be supportive to yourself. And this may sound like, hey, my Molly, this may sound like, well, of course, well, okay. But one of the hardest things you're ever going to do in this lifetime, at this time in human evolution, is be nice to yourself. I'm not even sorry to be the bearer of good news, but the hardest thing and the most impactful thing you can do for yourself is to actually be kind to you, is to actually assume the best for you and about you. Isn't that funny? We've been so trained to be hard on ourselves, to judge ourselves, to think we're wrong so we can fix ourselves. We just don't know, oh my God, we don't even know what to do with ourselves. Oh my God, Lubna, it's the truth. People do not, and until you actually do it in a way that you can feel, it is about what you feel, it's about what you sense. See, we keep thinking that healing is all about getting to a place where we're like set and we go, oh, thank God, like now I'm good, now life's going to be good. In healing moments, your life is good in those moments. And what does that help you? You're like, well, I've got more bad moments than good moments. I know. Because it's what we've been practicing. It's what we were taught to practice. It's a programming. It's a programming of our mind. It's a programming of our expectations. And what breaks the pattern is when we can start to question whether that stuff is really real. I mean, let's think about it in terms of like religion. Let's say you were brought up religiously. I was not, but let's say you're brought up religiously. Hey, JB. And you are like, well, I'm down with the idea of a Jesus, but I'm not down with the church stuff. It just doesn't make any damn sense to me, or it feels too cruel and mean and divisive. I don't like that stuff. Well, think about who created this stuff. It wasn't a Jesus. It was a bunch of men in funny outfits who went, I'd really like to get these people under control. So I'm going to give them a bunch of rules. I'm going to connect it to how bad they feel about themselves. I'm going to make sure that they feel shame and fear, and then I'm going to tell them I have the answer, and they're going to follow me. They're going to come every Sunday, and they're going to go, oh, forgive me, God, and please, please love me, and please forgive me for being human. And none of that makes sense. Because you were created by something. It's not like you went, I think I'm going to create a human in my own image. Like, what? Think about if you start questioning things, that's going to make you more of a mystic and more of a rule breaker, and it's going to give you more freedom. But like I said, it's not for the faint of heart. Oh, Lubna wanted a card. Sorry, baby. Hold on. What do you need to know? Okay, what does Lubna need? Oops, well, card came flying out, ma'am, so there you go. I mean, I'm assuming you're ma'am. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh. Are you walking into like a new opportunity of some kind? Because that's the energy I'm getting is you're stepping into a kind of a prominence. It's not necessarily prominence like going viral or something, but it's definitely prominence. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, I love these cards. It comes from you. I want you to recognize, it's very important that you recognize that whatever you're stepping into now, it originated from and is maintained through and from you. It wasn't random. It wasn't awesome. It wasn't good luck. It wasn't God smiling on you, because God's always smiling. So pick any moment. God's smiling. We're the ones who have to smile a little bit and let some of that in. You wonder what the star is about. You mean this one, Paragon? You mean that one? Your energy, your frequency, 100%. Okay, well, let's find out. Let's pull another card. Okay. Oh, you want that one. You want that one. Okay. What is it about? It's about how you are going to shine in your work. Not right away, not tomorrow morning, maybe, but you could. See, the thing about all of this stuff is that you can absolutely have a miraculous breakthrough at any moment. But it's not from willpower, and it's not from, oh, you're so welcome, hon. It's definitely around your work, and it seems creative to me. It seems creative to me. Marvelous is here. Hi, Marvelous. Hey, Marvelous, I'm holding an impromptu My People party. Everybody shows up. We're going to do tarot, and we're going to create more community. And, oh, Lubna, yes, that's awesome. It takes doing it. It takes getting addicted to it so that you keep walking through all of the built-in, resistances. So anyway, Marvelous. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, we're doing a My People party, tarot and community. Woohoo! Free, show up. That's what we're up to tomorrow night. Yes, Abigail, absolutely. And I still have times. I still come up against resistances because total freedom means you're enlightened. Total freedom means that you're not planning for you're in the flow of it all. And I've met enlightened beings and been with them a lot. I've been really fortunate that way. Yeah. Thank you for the share, Sandra. Debba. Hello, Debba. Welcome, my name is Lori. I'm with the Goodbye Good Girl Project, and I've been talking about tarot because we're going to do a My People party tomorrow night. We're going to do tarot. There's no charge. You just show up. We're trying to build community here, and it's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, and there it is. Put that in your hat and smoke it. Put that on your calendar and do that thing. Okay? Okay. Oh, together we are invincible. Not trying, doing. You know what makes that work? Ooh, thank you for that. That just really sparked something for me, Lubna. 7 p.m. Eastern, baby. Tomorrow. Yes. Yes. So funny. I've been in a. Okay, hold on. Let me back up. Not trying, doing, because that sparked something for me. What the heck was that? The thing that makes it work, the thing that makes doing work. Here, let me start with what doesn't work. The thing that makes doing not work is we're going too fast, we're going too far, too quickly. We're trying to jump too far. We are so frustrated at having been held back for so long that we're trying to jump the freaking Grand Canyon, right? So then when we go, well, I'm just gonna do it, we try to jump too far, and then we're like, I didn't make it across the Grand Canyon. I fell and went splat. Thank God, I'm just a cartoon character, right? I mean, it's like, okay. So then we go back to, well, I'll just try next time. Ren, hey, honey. Ren, I'm having a party tomorrow night online for all of you peeps. 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do tarot and community, and it's going to be really fun. Hey! It's a My People party. Okay, let me copy this so that I don't have to keep typing it. Wouldn't that be smart? Yes. Oh, you do? That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I had this realization about this, like this Grand Canyon thing, because really the answers we're looking for are in the small. Jeez, they're in the small. Where our whole lives we've been trained to jump tall buildings in a single bound and let me try really, really, really hard. Yes, very wide. We are Wile E. Coyote. Thank you for that, Lubna. That's a perfect description of us. The socialized you is Wile E. Coyote. And to make that even more apt, we then think, well, I guess I need to be faster because I have to be beep, beep. No. No, no. Can I tell you how freaking powerful you are when you slow the heck down? When you go smaller. When you go smaller, you know what happens? You can actually see what you're doing. You can experience one small step instead of like trying to do 12 and hoping you make it because you know you can do one. And suddenly you've made progress. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. You know why you shouldn't tell anybody except your good friends? Because it scares the patriarchy. Scare them. What the hell? It's all right. Absolutely true. Now, I am a natural perseverer, and thank God for that. Thank God for that, because I wouldn't have gotten through the stuff I've gone through in my life. I would not have made it. Okay? Literally. But I did, because I frickin' persevere. But you want to do better than just survive, don't you? You want to really thrive. You want to be the person who goes, OMG, something amazing just happened. And I was planning for that. I left some room open in my brain to go, something amazing could happen. Just that little bit, just that tiny thing. That's the kind of stuff that we're in terms of evolution and transformation right now as a human collective. We are going from I am certain of what life is about to I'm going to make room for the possible. Oh my God, did you really just say that to yourself? I'm going to make room for the possible. That's huge. That's bigger in impact than I'm going to try to jump the Grand Canyon. Why? Because you can't jump the Grand Canyon. You can't. But you can make room for something that might be possible, can't you? I mean, for some of you, that may be the biggest thing you do in your whole life up to now. It was for me when I started doing it, because I was absolutely freaking certain that nothing would work. I was absolutely freaking certain that I knew everything was going to happen. And so since I tried it all and I'm smart, I'm like, well, then I guess I'm doomed. That's where I was in my 30s. And it took a therapist looking me in the face and going, well, I'd really like to help you, but I guess you already know everything. And I went, oh, like that woke me up. I went, oh, geez. I'm like, well, no, I don't know absolutely everything. And I made room for her. And she gave me room for me. I had no idea how big that freaking moment was. But is that not the smallest moment on earth? Is it not the most impactful moment? Think about that. It's the little things that are the biggest. Not in some poetry Hallmark card way. In a literal, vibrational way. Hi, Candy. My name's Lori. I'm with the Goodbye Good Girl Project. And tomorrow night, I'm inviting all of you to an impromptu My People party. We're going to do tarot and community and talk and be together and make real community with this. So if you're into it, that's going to be Tuesday at 7 p.m. And here's the link for Zoom. And just show up. Oh, I didn't put the time in there, did I? Tuesday. Ugh. Okay, let me try that. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4:14. There we go. Okay. Copy that. Boom. Okay. Hasta mañana, darling. Have a good night, Lubna. So why is it that you think that you are a problem to be solved? Well, because you're not an idiot. Right here, babe. It's in the chat. Can you see the chat, Marvelous? Oh, well, of course you can. You just typed in it. Durr. And that is the way the brain works. Yeah. I want lipstick. I'm just saying. I just do. Okay. I like it. Okie dokie. What were we talking about? Where do you find... Oh, we got through that. Okay. Yeah. Yep, Lumina said it. We need to make room for ourselves in our lives. Okay, but the question is, how do we freaking do that? Now, oh, I know what I was saying. You think that you are a problem to be solved because you've been taught that that's the real deal. And because you're smart and you've been taught also to follow all the rules, that you're like, okay, well, let me follow these rules. And let me get safe by following these rules. We never feel safe enough. Look at that, matches my shirt. That's cool. We never feel safe enough within our own self. That's what we want to grow. We want to grow that sense of safety and of self-confidence, so that whatever's happening around us, we start to become stronger in truly knowing that we can deal with it, that we can find a way. Not, I can deal with it, I'll be alone and make it. No, it's not that. Oh, thanks, Abby. Okay, no problem. Multitask away, my friend. When I went homeless, I absolutely believed I was a problem to fix. You betcha. Oh my God, yes. Hi, August Sky. And I was like, oh dear God, what's going on here? What's happening? I don't understand. Why? How did this happen? Why am I so screwed up? But it wasn't fixing me that helped. It was being nice to me that helped. Go figure. It was opening to other options without being rigid about how I wanted my recovery to look. I ended up being a salesperson, a phone salesperson. Just about almost the last thing on earth I ever wanted to be. Guess what? Turns out I'm great at it. I don't like it. I've not done it now for a number of years, but really good at it. What are you going to do? Hey, Musa. What if you were not a problem to fix? What if, how does this strike you? What if you were more about, you're in need of alignment, of energetic alignment, of emotional alignment, of practicing being who you really wish you were? Does that sound easier than fixing you? Because it does to me. If I can practice having a few minutes of feeling something better on purpose, and I understand that energy just builds in tiny 1% levels, and so before I know it, my grounding is here where before it was down here. That's better than I have to fix myself. I have to take every belief I ever had and I have to change every belief I ever. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I was in my 30s and I early 30s, late 20s even, and I started going into spirituality and workshops and things like this because I was freaking miserable and I wanted to fix myself. Thank God I wanted to fix myself. Why would you just sit there and be miserable and do nothing? Yes, ma'am. It is a rework. It is a complete shift of where you are standing in relationship to you. Period. When you start standing in a different relationship to you, your life starts to form differently around you. That's the energetic reality of it. Okay, that's what happens. That's why when you get super happy one day, everything seems to go really well that day. Because everything forms and conforms to your strongest energy, to where you're really focused. And when you're super freaking happy, boy, are you focused there. You're like, this is great. But you know what you're also doing? You're also sitting there going, I hope this lasts. I hope that. Well, you can make it last. Not forever. Come on. Not forever, but you could definitely milk that. Just focus on it. Enjoy that. Dare to enjoy the hell out of yourself. Dare to be happy. This is something that is taboo in our society. Did you know that? Being happy is taboo. Like if you're sitting alone, are you allowed to just luxuriate and do what you not do? Or do you need to sit there and worry about, tomorrow or my money or my career or my relationship? Or, are you allowed to have a moment where you just sit and go, Here I am on this crazy planet. I've survived a lot of stuff. And look, I'm in this moment. Is there anybody around me who's bothering me? No. Hey, hey, Iris. Hi, baby. Iris, we're having a get together tomorrow night at 7 Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday. We're going to do tarot and community. So I'm putting the information in the chat. And feel free to come, okay? Everybody feel free to come. We're just going to have some fun. We're going to meet for an hour. We'll do a little tarot. We'll try to, I was reading the text. We will meet each other and we will start to build actual community and see who the heck we are when I can actually see you. Because you have the unfair advantage. You can see me. I can't see you. Hey, it's an Aussie. An Aussie's in the room. I know, my accent is atrocious. I know. I apologize. Thank you, Iris. Thank you. I just saw a woman say on a Zoom call, she went, I'm going to have a party for my 3rd anniversary of getting fired. Yay! Because she used it to start something else. So she's happy about it. She's like, okay, good. You know, we don't always get to be in that position where we're fired and we're like happy about it. But we could be. We could be. We could be a little happier than we think we can be. We've got to stop arguing for our limitations. And one of our limitations is that we think we're supposed to be miserable. It's a deep one. You may say, oh, no, I don't believe that. Do you know how you can tell if you believe something? If you are practicing a feeling that's related to it. So if you're like, no, I believe that I'm the expert in my life and I get to say what happens. And then you find yourself giving your power away to somebody else and just going, well, I don't know. Then you know that you have something going on there that's not aligned. This is good information to have. This is not something to fix. If you try to fix that, you're going to try to push out yourself every time. Don't do it. You are the soil in which transformation and transmutation happens. If you are not present, transformation and transmutation cannot happen. It's that simple. Because growth and transformation and transmutation are all based in your energy and your relationship to that energy, your emotion, your relationship to that emotion. If you keep banging yourself in the head, metaphorically speaking, because you keep feeling this thing or doing this pattern, and then you have to take a breath. You cannot cancel and delete the program. You cannot. Really? Oh my God, Abigail, that's nutty. So, because you don't have control over it. The reason that I talk about transmutation of energy is because when I was depressed and sitting there in a lot of trouble, I had spent 40 years trying to push the depression away, trying to cancel and delete the depression. And no. The fact is that the more energy you put against something, the more it gets more energy to push back. So we need a different technology, a different internal technology. We need something else to come in and do the work for us. And that thing is going to have to be a slightly different feeling, a slightly better feeling thought, a memory, something that makes us take a small breath. That's awesome. Yeah. The levels of healing just go on and on, because once you realize you're not trying to fix you, then you can get busy being you. And you go from shoulding on yourself, you go from shoulding on yourself to being fascinated with yourself. And that's a whole different game. That's a whole different way of living your life. That's more fun. I really wanted to be outside walking with you guys today, but of course I didn't. Not of course, but my phone ran out of juice and I didn't recharge it in time. So, what are you going to do? So many levels. So what do we need to know? Let's go back to the tarot for a minute. What do we need to know? Don't let it make you cry, Miss Iris. What do we need to know? Hi, Gizzy. Welcome to the party. Oh, well, that's a million cards, so I'm not doing that. Am I not doing that? No, I'm not doing that. Okay. If a few fall out, great, but if 10, I'm sorry, no. Hey, Melissa. Welcome to the party. We're just going to pull a card here for helping us understand how it could possibly be that we're not a problem to fix, that we're actually the people who get to practice being our healed aspects of ourselves whenever we decide to. And I don't mean pretending. I don't mean I'm going to pretend that I'm fabulous, that I think I'm great, that I feel good about me, that I have all of this confidence. If you don't feel it, you have to feel it. You came into this body to feel, you guys. It's the reason that souls go, let me do the human experience. I want to feel stuff. Because it makes you grow like crazy. So if you're running around the world trying to make yourself not feel, you're missing the game. You're missing the party. Okay. So 2 cards came out. 2 of Wands. Let's see if I can get that not to be blurry. Well, I don't know if it's blurry or not. The deck is called... It's probably going to be backwards on the screen. Oh, it's not. Yay. Azure Arcana Tarot Deck. Isn't it gorgeous? I freaking love this deck. Just love it. Okay, so we've got the 2 of Wands. And remember I told you before when I was doing the reading for the collective, you're welcome, that when you realize that there's a choice, that's what the 2s are. There's like, okay, there's a choice here. The guy in this picture has the world in his hands, literally. As do you. This is the reminder for you that you are not partial. You are not screwed up. You are not, I mean, there's some things that you're thinking and doing and feeling that are screwed up, but it's literally, they're literally corkscrewed. Energetically. But there's nothing wrong with you. I know it's a hard distinction, but that's the truth nonetheless. So this is acknowledging your ability to see what is. To see that you are both energy and you are human. To see both that you maybe understand the concept of I'm good, but you also understand that there's a part of you that is not in alignment with that at all. There are parts of you not in alignment. Sitting there with both of those, you still have the damn world in your hands, don't you? So stop thinking, oh, I'm flawed, I'm screwed up, I'm done, and I got nothing. This street has more emergency vehicles going down it. Crazy. But this is the other card that came out. The Strength card. And this is... They're coming for me, baby. They're coming for me. Paragon said that has a very deep meaning. I agree. What are you thinking? What are you thinking or feeling, Paragon? If you feel like sharing. The Strength card is a beautiful card. I freaking love this card. Because not only the obvious, not only you're strong, you've got this, but this is the masculine and feminine. This is you being all of you. This is you being all of you. Okay? Hi, Prep Ranger. So it's not just your brain that you're allowing the emotion. You're allowing yourself to start pay attention, to start paying attention to yourself. This is not small, you guys. This is not something you just listen to and go, okay, I understand. No. No. This is something that you go, I have to feel things. I have to use it as my sonar. I have to go, is this thing that I'm hearing? Am I understanding it? Am I emotionally aligning with it? Or is there something that's going, no, I'm not in alignment. And then the next trick. Okay. And it all went crazy. Let me know if you can still hear me, still see me, because if not, I guess we're done, but if you can. Oh, okay, well, something's still happening here. Okay, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Happening right now. Okay? Yeah, you should be able to hear me. Okay, but the stupid camera's not working. Of that. Now, let me try to change my camera. See if I can get us to a different one. Let's go to the integrated webcam. There we go. We have the technology. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah. Yeah, I win. Okay. Where were we before I got so rudely interrupted by myself? I wonder. We're actually, if you think about who we are as a species, wow, Abigail, what an incredible use of time. Thank you for spending it with me. It's very sacred stuff. By the way, you guys, on the screen, you can get onto the Off the Hook wait list, which is my workshop that I'm going to have the next one on the 29th of this month. So we're coming up on that. And you also can, if you're a journaler like me, I've made a bunch of journals and that are on Amazon. So if you click that link, you can go straight there and see if there are any journals that call your name. And I've written a book called The Reclamation, and it's about reclaiming your feminine and taking back your power and stopping being a problem to fix and understanding that your limitations that you're arguing for aren't even yours. They are not even yours. What a concept. So you can get that free book. You can do all kinds of things. And I've got Renee and Alex on picture on the bottom because they're my little patron saints. Okie dokie. What is the question in your mind right now? What's the question? Is there a question? I hope there's a question in your mind, because when I listen to things, when I go to things, I'm always focused here these days. Over the last few years, this is where I live now, is like right here. They call it living in the moment. And which I never quite understood, of course, because I hadn't experienced it. But living in the moment is like, well, you know, sometimes it comes down to when I'm freaking out and I look around me and I go, am I safe in this apartment right now? Yeah. Is there anybody in the apartment but me? No. Okay. Do I have enough money for XYZ? Yes. Yes. Marvelous. That is the question. That's the question. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out in a good way because, oh my God, I know. But a lot of that, Abigail, can be because when we go to our brain instead of to how we feel, it gets easier when we start going, how do I feel? So when people go, how do you feel? I'll be like, oh, I'm a little tired today. How are you? And they're like, oh, I thought you'd say fine. Um, you know you always get what you need. That is the patriarchal loop at work. You can call it the ego if you want. You can call it whatever the hell you want to call it. But that's what I'm focused on too, Marvelous. This is where I'm challenging myself literally these days. I was like, Lori, if you're waiting to be happy, happier, you're wasting the time. Just enjoy. Because like I went from homelessness to apartment and being a consultant and being very well paid. Am I out of, and am I like in the place yet where I can go, oh, I got all the money I need, I can just sit back. No, I'm not. But you know what? So what? So, you know, there within that is the worry, right, Marvelous? It's like within that is this sense of it could all fall apart. It could all fall apart. I was just talking to myself about this morning. And I said to myself, why do you think it could all fall apart again? And I said, well, I know that I've come out of some really bad spots, really tight financial spots and stuff. So I know I'm capable, but I feel like I can't predict what will happen. I don't know for sure. And things do randomly happen. Okay, fair. Things do randomly happen. But the other part that I know is that I'm now part of the mix. I wasn't part of the mix before. I was the leaf on the river, just being swept against the current. That's what we all start as. It's just like leaves on the current, just good luck. And what we're taught is to believe that we have no power to do anything other than float. Absolutely a big fat lie. Big lie. Big, big lie. So what happens when you suddenly realize, wait, I'm a leaf, but I've got some arms? I can paddle in a certain direction? What? And that happens when you start paying attention to how you feel, and it starts, how do you deconstruct the lie? I call it the 1% solution. You have to go for the feeling. And you're going to talk to yourself. So you're using your brain. You are connecting the heart and the mind. Tell me if any of this makes sense and if you've got questions, because I have not answered this question in this way before, so I'm winging it, and let's wing it together. So, okay, so let me go back to my example that I started into. So I was like, I'm nervous. I don't know how long this consulting job will last. So how does that feel to me? It feels like fear. It feels tight, and you know, it feels like it doesn't feel good. Okay. So what would feel better? What would feel a little better? Well, it'd be nice if I could just trust that, you know, if I really felt in alignment with the truth, that all came from me. Yeah, that'd be great, because then you just keep feeling that and you don't have to worry about it. Exactly. Right. Okay. Well, since I can't get there in this exact moment, how do I feel in this exact moment? I actually feel better. My gut's not so tight, and I feel better right now. That's progress. Okay, that's progress. That's good. That's great. Now, let's go back to this topic again of how long will this last? Well, you know, I'm also starting my speaking career, and I'm doing workshops, and I'm moving forward in whatever ways I can, and it feels uncertain. So what is it about uncertainty that makes you not trust yourself? You know how I can tell that's a central one? I feel under attack. What? So I'm like, okay, good. Good. That's really interesting. Whoa. So lack of trust of situations just working out is really lack of trust in me. That's deep. That is deep. Somebody was it Marvelous? Somebody was talking about onions. That onion we are onions. We're always peeling back the layers. What is it about uncertainty that rocks my boat? Right. And what rocks my boat with uncertainty, I think, is I'm basing it on what I went through, not what I'm living now. Ooh, that's good too. Because our brains tell us what has happened. The brain is not where your inspiration and intuition and insight live. It's not. Your brain is what organizes it. Like the cognitive part, excuse me, the cognitive part of your brain. The part of your brain that goes, here, let me put that into some order. That's not the part that has come up, that has received, no, not the amygdala. But that definitely gets into it. And I don't know the actual brain chemistry around how the storage system of the brain and the amygdala work together, but I think you're so spot on. Because fight or flight is instant. That sense of fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, you don't have to plan for it, think about it, boom, it just happens. Can I lean into uncertainty to carry, I can't quite see the end of the thing for some reason, to discover new paths? Okay, so that is a really great question. Can I lean into uncertainty? I can lean into the feeling of uncertainty. Because uncertainty can also, it's the same also as possibilities. Two sides, same coin. Right? Same coin. It's where do you stand in relationship to it. Wow, that was good. I feel a little bit like Alan Watts. It's the same thing they say about the amygdala, thank you, Paragon, because I was in an acting workshop some years ago, and the guy said, you know when you're about to go on stage and you start to get really nervous and then you try to push it away because you're about to go on stage and then it just gets worse? I've definitely felt that in the past. He said, how do you know that feeling you're having isn't excitement? That thing you're calling fear might also be excitement. Ooh, please write the love story. Oh my God, that's brilliant. Oh, that is so smart. See, inspiration. That did not come out of your thinking brain. That came out of your feminine part of your brain. You win. You win the internet today, my friend. Do it. Do it. Do it. There was a book that came out years ago. I love writing. Oh God, I love writing. There was a book that came out years ago, and I have no idea what it's called, but it was as if each emotion had its own voice, it had its own persona, and it had drawings, and it was a beautiful thing. Maybe you'll fall over it someday and go, Lori, this is what the name is. And it's beautiful because it takes every emotion, even the ones that we love to judge negatively, and it gives it to you in its beauty. It's just gorgeous. This is how we shift the energies. Yes. How do you feel right now? I feel a bunch of things. I feel really good. I feel connected. I feel hot. It's too warm for me, and the landlord hasn't come in to put in the air conditioning for this season yet. But I'm also aware there's some stuff going on in my mind that's negative. Oh, good. Yay. Go giddy, go giddy, go giddy. That's a t-shirt for you when you're a brilliant Oprah interviewed writer. You'll have t-shirts that say go giddy. I've been in the business of trying to survive for so long that the new game is, how do I allow myself to know that I'm thriving? So it's exactly what you're talking about, Marvelous. How do I shift? That's gorgeous, Marvelous. That is gorgeous. Ugh, wow. I feel the love in that. It's beautiful. So knowing that my setting is I've got to survive financially, I've got to make it work. I'm aware of so many places in which my setting, my emotional set point, is at odds with, it's out of alignment with all of the good that's happening. So it's not stopping the good. It's not stopping the good at all. Because you don't have to be 100% healed to get good stuff. That is a big hint there, you guys. Tattoo that one on the inside of your eyelids, because seriously, you do not have to be all healed to have good stuff happen to you. You need to just keep the door open to possibilities. Just don't be so damn sure you know everything. Coming from one who thought she knew everything, don't be so sure. Because what you decide you can know that's the amount that you'll be able to know. We're so powerful. You run a consult of brainstorming? Okay, wait, you mean a business of that? Because now I'm going, wait a second, that's a freaking business. Holy God. Oh my God. Because that's me. Like I walk, oh my God. That's freaking amazing. What's your website? Oh, you need to make it happen. Okay, got it. Well, you should come to my Thursday meeting with women in business because it's women and human first and business second. And it doesn't matter where you're at with it. You can be working for a corporation or you can be trying to start a business or you never had one. Doesn't matter. It's always about community. It's about communal growth. So let me get that, what do you call it? Let me get that link and then you can register for it. And because listen, starting a business is not what you think. It's whatever it is you're thinking, you're wrong. Just know it. Just know. It has nothing to do with smarts at all. Nothing. Nothing. Seriously. Starting a business is actually the most intense personal growth path you'll ever freaking undertake. Hold on, I'm trying to get some information in here for you, Marvelous. And for everybody else who's a woman. Sorry, guys. Okay. So that link I just put in there, that's for my Thursday group. It's free. I know. Why is she not making money? I'm trying to build some community here. Well, you're not supposed to do it in ways that give you headaches. That's the thing. It's oh my God. You know, the way that we are told that we have to do business is all wrong. It's all about suffering and pushing hard and having no sleep and giving up your personal life. It's bullshit. All of that is nonsense. It's not true. You do not have to do it that way. You can do it that way. You can do it that way, but you don't have to. And I mean, haven't you heard, like, okay, you know all the stories that you hear, I hope you've heard some of them, where people who are trying to do something, whether it's personal or business, doesn't matter, but they're trying, and they're failing, and then they go, oh, screw it, never mind, and the thing comes through, because they let go of the resistance. This is physics. It's physics. We are a physics experiment. Sorry, it's unromantic, but it's true. You are made of energy. You are a physics experiment. And so whatever you focus on, okay, Marvelous, have a great night. See you tomorrow. I'll be back here tomorrow at 5, and then we'll be doing the community at 7. Anything that you push against is going to be paused or held back, delayed. See you tomorrow, honey. So that's the thing. It's like, how do you surrender, right? That word that's loaded. How do you I'm going to try not to try, right? That's why I say that freedom's not for the faint of heart, because you're going to have to learn a whole different skew, a whole different language, a whole different perspective, a whole different set of expectations, a whole different relationship to yourself if you want to live from freedom instead of live getting to freedom and never getting there. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's just not the rescue that we're used to. It's not the rescue of, oh, good, somebody gave me $50,000 today, or whatever. Or somebody gave me a great job, or somebody, whatever. It's not that. That can be part of it, but it isn't that. It is you going, let me stop trying to control the hell out of everything. And that's not always very easy. But you can do it. You can do it. Okay, well, it is time for me to do something else. I got to get the heck out of this apartment. I've been in here all the day. Yeah, I think I'll go take a walk. And now my phone is charged. Oh, well, tomorrow. Remember that tomorrow night at 7 p.m., we're having a little get-together, tarot and community, and it's free, and it's 7 Eastern. And does anybody have the link in here? Let's see. I have the link in here somewhere. I don't know if I can find it. But if anybody needs the link, just DM me. Oh, wait, here's one. It won't let me highlight it. That's not very nice. Copy. Oh, well, let's see. Oh, yay! Excellent. It does work that way. Fabulous. Control is always our survival mechanism. It's not like it's gone, Abigail. It's not gone. What's gone is the blind commitment to thinking that that's the only way. What's gone is the blindness to what is actually freeing. Because the only kind of freedom that we understand experientially, usually and mostly, is the freedom of, let me choose whether to get a chocolate ice cream or a vanilla ice cream. Let me choose whether to, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be very granular about this so it makes sense. Yeah, you have to release, you have to let yourself back in the room, don't you, Abigail? Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful night. Love, Moxie, everything to all of you. I will be back at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, and then we're going to have the party at 7. Yep. Getting the juice from being the one, the reward from, like, I fixed it. I made it better. Yeah, I know. And there's satisfaction to be had in that. That's what makes it tricky. But if you put all of your worth into that, then what else is left, right? You love Moxie? Yep. Love and Moxie to you. It's my sign off always. Mwah.